Whenever we are attached to anything or being, any time or place or object, we are destined to be lost in this world. See, these are the 5 factors which tie us down. Desha, Kala, Vastu, Vyakti, Paristhiti. 5 things. A particular place I like. A particular time I want food. Even a little late, it is very difficult. The other day where I was in Varanasi, evening lecture was over by 6 o'clock, 4:30 to 6 lecture. So from there we went for dinner. I said, hey, come on, give. Swami, it is just now 6:30. How can somebody take dinner at 6:30? I said, it is none of your business. Food is ready, give me. Normally we take food at about 9 o'clock. Abhi to bhook bhi nahi lagi. I said, I am not asking you to eat. Give me. I'll eat and go. Oh, but how can you eat food like this? I said, unless you give me, how can I show you? You don't observe any time. I said, look here. Taking food is one of the duties of the day. Finish it off. Every small little thing we are obsessed. Either time or place or object or the people or a particular condition. And because of that, it is said, Bandhaya Vishaya Saktam. So when we are no more obsessed with anything objective in this world, then if we are obsessed, we are in bondage. If we are not, we are liberated. See, this is one of the simplest method I'll tell you how to do with this thing. The best way to disagree with anybody on any issue is to agree immediately and forget. He will also forget, you also forget. Don't have to worry about it. So, bandhaya vishaya saktam, muktam nirvishaya smrutam. Nirvishaya. Please be very attentive. In one of his compositions, Bhagavan Shankaracharya said, Chittam chicca vidaniya takara rahitam yada takaro vishayadhyasaha japaragau yathamanau. Chitta, the mind, is nothing but the consciousness, the chit. Chittam is chit, consciousness. When the complete ta is deleted. If you write in Sanskrit, the small chi, half ta and complete ta, chitta. Out of that, the complete ta you remove, what remains is chit. And what is that complete ta? Takara vishayadhyasaha. Vishayadhyasa means a sense of objectivity in the knowledge is called as mind, and the absence of the sense of objectivity in the knowledge is called as consciousness. See, once I was traveling from London to Bombay and a very long flight, 8-9 hours. So I was just walking and relaxing my legs near the bathroom area. So one person came. You know, these days because of this ITs, all these children, they give to their old parents. Gift means what? A Euro trip. So that old fellow who has never gone beyond Chinchpokli, he now goes for a foreign trip, first time in his lifetime. And when they are going, the whole lot, like, flock of, buffaloes, it's going, like this. And then everybody has got the same type of bag, same type of tag, everything, this is a group. And when I was standing there, one person came and asked me, are you Swami? I said, yes. Are you Swami? I said, yes. Any objection? Wife was watching from distance. You don't know how to talk even. Sit down here. Then she came and she started. Do you know, you look exactly like Swami Anubhavananda. Do you know him? So I said, yes, no. What is this yes, no? I said, I know him because of that yes. But I don't know him as you know him. See, friends, we know ourselves without the agency of sense organs. We know ourselves without the agency of the mind. We know ourselves without the agency of the intellect. And in our knowledge about our own being, there is no separateness between being and knowing. That experience where knowing is being is abidance in the absolute truth. See, friends. Therefore, here the teacher says, Muktam nirvishayam smrutam. We know ourselves not as an object of knowledge. Therefore, mind is also knowledge and consciousness is also knowledge. The only difference between the mind and the consciousness is in the knowledge as mind there is objectivity, and therefore there is a triputi, knower, known, knowledge. These three factors are born. But when it comes to the consciousness, there is no objectivity, therefore there is no subjectivity, therefore there is no triputi, knower, known, knowledge. Division does not happen. That experience is called as liberation, freedom, God realization, whatever name you give. Bandhaya vishayasaktam, muktam nirvishayam smritam. Therefore, the mind alone projects, and its projections have no meaning, absolutely zero meaning. They are not real. We give so much importance to the thoughts. See, many times you must have been doing this gymnastics of meditation. Now watch your thoughts. So keep on watching. What happened? A thought watching, like bird watching. So you keep on the objectivity alive. Don't watch the thoughts. See? Remain aware of the thoughts first. Be very attentive. By your eyes, you are watching me. When you are aware of your own eyes, I become secondary as an object, your eyes become primary as the subject. See, similarly, when we are able to differentiate between these two things, we don't have to concentrate. Last time when I came here, I spoke about Tratak, and one gentleman wrote me something on a piece of paper. I wanted to reply him, but I don't know where it has gone. The paper in my travel has lost somewhere. So there it was said, but yoga's practice, talk about the Trataka, why it should not be practiced. See, friends, whenever you concentrate through Trataka, you go away from yourselves. Look at the backdrop and experience where are you. Are you not away from yourself? Then from there come nearer to this mic stand. Now you are coming nearer to yourself. Now observe your own eyes. You have come still nearer to yourselves. Now remain aware of your presence. Therefore, in real spiritual practice, we don't give much importance to concentration. Concentration is living at the level of the mind alone. Awareness is the way we transcend the mind and come to one's own being. Therefore, when we are sitting, don't become too much involved either in the breathing or in the thoughts, but simply remain aware of your own presence. It is something like this, You must have seen, or maybe some children in your own house. Some children, ekameva dvitiya, ham do hamara adha adha. Now that child is a spoiled person, spoiled child. So he wants constant attention. So whenever anybody comes to the house, he has to start his acrobatics. If you talk to him, he'll climb on your head. If you scold him, he will start making a mess everywhere. The main reason is he wants attention. So with such a child, what do? Remain absolutely indifferent. Neither appreciate nor condemn. Give zero attention. When we give zero attention, after a few moments the child goes away. Same thing is with the mind. Remain as awareness, not aware of the thoughts, but mere awareness. Initially, you will never be able to catch this point. But lage raho munna bhai, don't give up. One day it will just click. And once this clicks, then I want to do something, the doer disappears. When the doer disappears, we don't do meditation. We live in meditation. Like we don't do waking. We are in waking and then do the things in the waking life. We don't do dreaming. We are in the dream experience, then do the things. In the same manner, when we remain as awareness, then Bhagavad Gita chapter 2, last 18 verses will happen. Prajahati yada kaman sarvan partha manogatan atmannevatmana tushtaha stita prajnestadochyate. What is the meaning of meditation for a man of steady wisdom? If you are living in meditation and if your wisdom is not steady, what is the use of that meditation? See? Therefore, meditation is not an act to be performed under a military regime. Sit properly, eyes closed, and stop thinking. 3 instructions. And both the student and the teacher, they go on spinning inside. Inside there is not one. Inside there is a crowd, like a poultry farm. It is something like giving instruction to a poultry farm, go inside. All birds quiet. In the same manner, the poultry farm in us is told by the instructor, now don't think. आपको क्या आता है? And it is not happening with the student, also with the teacher. See? Friends, this is the cartoon of meditation. This is not meditation. Yada manogatan sarvan kaman prajahati. When one has reached a point where sarvan manogatan kaman, all the desires are deleted for good. See, Not for again in the recycle bin so it can come again. No. Select, shift, delete. So there is no possibility of reviving them. Completely gone. And Atmannevatmana tushtaha. And one is at peace with oneself. A person who is at peace with oneself alone is at peace with the whole world. A person who is at war with himself, he cannot be at peace with the world. See? Therefore, bandhaya vishayasaktam muktam nirvishayam smrutam. There is nothing that can be achieved by any kind of thinking. That is why, all of us knowingly, unknowingly do this. When we go to sleep, only to get freedom from the thinking. When the people take the pills, it is only for getting freedom from the thinking. When they take the pillow and sleep, it is only for getting freedom from the thinking. And when they pillow, that is also meant only for getting freedom from the thinking. These are called as the chemical methods. See, liquid spirituality. The idea is only getting freedom from thoughts. But this freedom from, even in your pranayam, Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi says, prana bandhanat liyate manaha. As long as the curfew of pranayama is going on, your mind will remain quiet. You cannot do pranayam 24/7. See? If you want to punish somebody, a yogi, you tell him, okay, do 1000 times, anulom vilom. So he will discover a technique, a post with a U-shaped thing, and put the hand in. How many? 1000 times. After he finishes that, enough? No, yes. Okay. Then ask him, you did 1000 times pranayam, you are tired. Of course, aap karke dekho. Okay. Since how long you are breathing? Throughout life. Are you tired of breathing? Be very attentive. Why we are not tired of breathing and why we are tired of doing pranayam? Only one reason. Because when pranayam is done, Mr. I is born. Because pranayam is done. Breathing is not done. It happens. Those who are tired in life, they have a very strong I. I have done so much for the children, but now they reject me. Because I was born is miserable. On the contrary, what we really do for the children, if you go deep in your system, you will see our worries about the children is the height of foolishness. First of all, the children never wanted us. We wanted the children after marriage. So whose it was the need? Not the children's need. So it is our need that we brought them in this world. And when the children are growing, they also don't want the parents. Mom, will you leave me? Please go away. The mom is all the time bouncing on the child. And then we see, we have done so much for the... Nobody does anything for anybody in this world. Atmanastu kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. Everything is only for one's own self. When we don't understand this, we become attached and then we say, oh God, why good people are suffering in this world and bad people are enjoying? One elderly lady who was, I will not tell you the name, the daughter of one of the governors in our country. In our country, presidents and governors are those who are good for nothing, yet to be maintained, they are called as this. See? So, when I was told, Swamiji, she is the daughter of so-and-so governor, and after satsang, she was there. So, and a huge structure, well built up, God's grace. And then Swamiji, I have got a question. I said, yes, Amma. In this world, good people suffer a lot and bad people are enjoying life. Why this happens? I said, Mama, forget about the world. First of all, let me know about you. Are you okay? Everything is fine? Yes, Swamiji, I am perfectly all right. There is no problem. I said, you got the reply? See? चलो स्विच ऑन हो गया. See? Therefore, muktam nirvishayam smritam. The real freedom is freedom from desires, nothing else. Yato nirvishayasya manasaha muktirishyate ato nirvishayam nityam manakaryam mumukshuna. Mumukshu means the one who wants liberation. Now, liberation from what? See, friends, those who are really seeking freedom. Our freedom is what? If I got a headache, then I want freedom from the headache. If I got a heart problem, I want freedom from the heart problem. Our freedom is only limited by time, place, particular object, etc. But our freedom is not the real freedom. The real freedom is freedom from desires. There is a story I read somewhere. There was a great saint, and the Riddhi Siddhi came to him and said, "Oh, Master, Narayana has sent us to you. We are Riddhi Siddhi. We want to be with you and bless you with whatever you desire." He said, "I don't want anything." No. We cannot go like this back. If we go back, our boss will scold us. Why didn't you give him something? Because he has to get something. Then, okay, no, I do not go away from here. Again, they started crying. So he said, okay, give me one thing. Do one favor. What is that? When you go, don't come again. See, in the story of Prahlada, the same story comes. When Narasimha Bhagavan asked Prahlad, now come on, ask, what is your desire? Before I disappear from this form, what is your desire? He said, no, nothing. No, you have to ask me something. I cannot go without giving you something. Then Prahlada says, when you are insisting to ask, that means there must be some dormant desire in me. Oh Lord, kindly remove even that desire from my mind. See, that is real freedom, mumukshuna. Therefore, all other freedoms are only our imagination. They are not real freedom. So, that freedom is like, the allopathic treatment. Freedom from one disease is replaced by introduction of another disease. See? Therefore, yataha nirvishayasya asya manasaha mukti ishyate. Therefore, because the desire-free mind is called as liberation, therefore, mumukshuna, those who are seeking liberation, manaha nityam nirvishayam karyam. The only spiritual practice is entertain minimum desires in life. And slowly come to a point, no desires. In Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, Shariram kevalam karma kurvan napnoti kilvisham. When you are hungry, to have a desire for food, to satiate the hunger, does not create sin and merit. But if you are hungry and you want a particular type of food, and if that kind of food is not given, then we become disturbed and angry. Then it creates sin. See, therefore, all the spiritual practice is whatever is there, it is perfectly all right. That is why, when I go to various places for taking food, this time I decided not to go. My Madhya Pradesh is on strike. So, before taking the food, I tell them, oh, food is very good. This helps me in two ways. One way, I don't have to tell lies. Because after taking food, if the food is not good, and yet I had to tell, oh, it is very good. Because, that is the only reason they prepare food and give me, to get a certificate. So this is one thing. Second thing, when you say something is good and start eating, then you cannot reject it. In short, entertain zero options in life. See? One of my friend, he was telling me, Swami, you go so many places. Here I at least check in the luggage, but in the flights. But in other places, I got only one small bag with laptop, 2-3 dresses, and underwears. That's all, nothing more. How can you go like this thing? Only 2-3 dresses. Don't you have the night suit for sleeping and etc.? I said, look here. Evening, I use one dress. When I go to sleep, I change yesterday's whole day which I have put for sleeping. Next day, that goes for the washing. And this dress, I use second time morning. So 3 dresses are enough for me to manage my life. How can you do that? We want at least 2 big suitcases. And if they are NRIs from USA, then except the White House, they bring everything. So many things, And out of that huge thing, they have hardly any 1/10 of that can be utilized. You go in their houses. We have small, wardrobe to keep the things. They have got walk-in wardrobes. So they get inside and forget. Ab bahar kahan se jao? Because everywhere, this the skeletons are hanging and in between they are moving, And so much of time, whether I should give minimum choice, you will be maximum happy in life. Therefore, ataha nirvishayam nityam manaha karyam mumukshuna. Don't entertain any theme. To stop entertaining any theme, few techniques. Number 1, vadona avalambyaha. Don't get involved in any discussions, arguments. Never talk on a topic which is a controversial issue anywhere. Never get involved. We are not obliged to get involved in everything in this world. Like you listen to me, the same way listen to the world. Simple technique. So the technique you have, now apply it. That's it. That's the only thing. So, ataha nirvishayam nityam manaha karyam mumukshana nirasta vishaya sangam sad niruddham manohrudi yada yatyatmano bhavam tada tat paramam padam. Here the teacher says, nirasta vishaya sangam sad niruddham manohrudi. Now the mind is totally free from all the desires or the thoughts, but don't allow that mind to go to sleep. This is one of the difficulties many seekers have. When they sit for meditation, they start with all enthusiasm, the exclamation mark. After a long sitting of 3 seconds, they become question mark. Another long gap of 3 seconds, they become underline. And then the question is asked, can we do meditation in Shavasana? Why meditation? You continue there only. We lift you and take away. See, this is not meditation. Therefore, here the teacher, this has also a reference. If you study Kathopanishad, there the teacher says, Yachedvang manasi prajna tadyached jnana atmani mahatini yached tadyached shanti atmani. Withdraw from the objects, come to the sense organs. Withdraw from the sense organs, come to the mind. Withdraw from the mind, come to the intellect. And do not go to sleep. Then let your individual intellect merge in the total intellect, mahati niyachet. And tajjachet shanti atmani. And thus come to discover that you are the source of the total plurality without getting influenced by any one of them. This is the technique. Therefore, nirasta vishaya sangam san niruddham manohrudi. Now see right away, be extremely relaxed and totally attentive. Don't be tense. I will chant some sounds, words. That time experience where you are. Thereafter I'll give gap between the two words. That time you experience where you are. And further you find out. Sri Ram. Sri Ram. Sri Ram. When you are listening to the sounds, you are going away beyond your ears to catch the sounds. Now listen to the silence. Sri Ram. Sri Ram. Listen to the silence, not the sounds. Sri Ram. When you listen to the silence, you not only discard the sounds but also the ears. You have come in the mind. Now, third step. Whether there is a sound or a silence, it makes no difference to you. Sri Ram. Sri Ram. Sri Ram. The presence of the sound is illumined by you. The absence of the sound is also illumined by you. Therefore, you are beyond the presence and the absence of the sounds. When the sounds or the names are transcended, we go beyond the relativity. It is something like when we transcend the north, east, west and south directions, we enter the space. Space is one, directions may be many. In the same manner, presence and absence of sounds may be many, but the one who is illuminating their presence and absence is the one. So we have crossed the barrier of individuality. Up to here is the effort of the seeker. Beyond this is the grace of the Lord. यमैवेश वृणुते तेन लभ्यः तस्यैष आत्मा विवृणुते तनुम स्वाम. It is now in the purview of the divine will, not our efforts. This is the meaning of Nirasta Vishaya Sangam Sanniruddham Mano Hrudi. The mind has transcended the relativity and individuality and merged in the totality. This is not done as an action. Meditation is knowledge oriented, not action oriented. There is zero effort involved in this. Nirasta Vishaya Sangam Sanniruddham Manohrudi Yada Yati Atmanaha Bhavam. When we have come to this point, there is only one experience of Atmanaha Bhavam, our presence. This presence is present even in the absence of everything. Things can be present and absent, but the self does not fall in the option of present or absent. It is beyond presence and absence. Jneyam yattat pravakshami yajñatva amrutamashnute anadimat param brahma na sat na asat uchyate. Bhagavad Gita 13.